What's up, everybody, and welcome to Real Time for the Real Everyday Movie Fan. I'm Ryan Murphy.
I'm Josh Williams.
And today we're giving you our first look at the trailer for Mowgli.
Look, it's very interesting because Jungle Book were just came out in 3 years ago. I guess you could say it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, the first thing I'm thinking of is all these people who talk about, there's too many, people. Hollywood does the same thing. There's all these sequels and remakes and everything, and so I can only imagine what some people think of, like there's two Jungle Book movies back to back. Fact is, both companies were making them at the same time. It's incidental, so I wouldn't chalk it up to anything being like, they need to make more money off that or something like that. Two companies wanted to tell the same story at the same time. It's in the public domain, so.
Now, from what I hear, this is actually a different story within the Jungle Book lore. From what I've read, now I haven't seen the trailer yet. Obviously, we're here checking it out, but I've read that this is actually when he's a bit older.
Okay.
So.
See, the first thing I'm seeing on here is PG-13, which is very interesting. This is supposed to be a darker take. This is not the Disney movie. Jungle Book, again, is mostly known by a lot of people today as a Disney thing. It's a very old story by Rudyard Kipling, so, they're under no restrictions, to tell a Disney-like story. So this is directed by Andy Serkis, who also stars as Baloo. So, yeah, it should be interesting.
Well, let's check this out.
Has a great cast, too, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards. Let's see about who. Okay, actually, real quick, who's all voice casting? I'm actually curious now.
Because the last one, Jungle Book, and this both have very different but very good casts. The Shere Khan, who was Idris Elba in the Disney one, is now Christian Bale. No, Christian Bale is Bagheera. Benedict Cumberbatch is Shere Khan.
Oh, nice.
And Cate Blanchett is Kaa. So.
Okay, interesting. All right, let's check this out.
I only heard stories about the jungle. I lived in a king's palace in a cage just like this. I bit and I scratched and I spent my entire life fighting. Until one day, I just stopped. And I gained their trust. Gained their trust, little brother. The jungle is no longer safe for you. You must stay in the village. It will be all right, little brother. When I found you, all those seasons ago, I thought I could teach you how to belong. But I was wrong, Mowgli. How you've grown. When you were a cub, I looked you in the eye and saw no fear. I believed that one day you would bring peace to the jungle. But you have become a man now, Mowgli.
I'm not a man. But neither am I a wolf.
I think we can both agree, Mowgli, that you are something the jungle has never seen before.
All right, you first.
Looks like it's exploring the identity of Mowgli, which, again, I've actually read the original Rudyard Kipling stories, which go, into him being a man and that struggle that he deals with. So this looks like it, like you're saying, goes a little bit further, talks about that identity struggle, but and it's more of a PG-13. But let's talk about the elephant in the room here. No pun intended. The effects look awful.
they don't look
Compared
that
to because Jungle Book was like the opposite. Jungle Book was like, oh my god,
No,
what is possible now? Like
To be fair, there are a couple spots where the effects look pretty good. Like with Shere Khan, I thought looked pretty
No,
good.
Shere Khan looked terrible.
I thought
I thought
pretty
it
good.
was just look reprehensible. Like
But the I always blank on the Panther's name.
Bagheera.
Bagheera. I thought he looked pretty good. But other than that, there's a lot like
The
the
very
wolves.
first-
The wolves.
the very first shot from the eagle looked like a PlayStation game.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah,
and at the end of the day, it's that's not the director or anybody's fault. That's like they got a bad hand. I don't really know what makes the difference. But you know, if I can go to see it and focus on the story and focus on the characters and stuff like that, then that's what'll really matter for me. But that was
Yeah, there were a couple spots, especially like with the wolf and just some other spots. Where I was like, man, that's. I mean, compared to Jungle Book that came out the first, the Jungle Book came out in 2015. 16. Sorry, yeah, 16. Whew. I mean, if you haven't seen that, the effects in that are, wow. I mean, it was an Oscar-winning, is an Academy Award-winning visual effects, and yeah, check those out because that was good. But besides that, yeah, you're correct. As long as the story's great and the characters are really rich, like you remember reading about them, and or watching them on screen or however you decide to do so. However you've seen them do them before, that's all that matters to me. It's like this good story. It explores Mowgli's more as being an adult and having an identity crisis, I guess you can say. I really hope that they explore that some more, like the trailer is showing. Yeah, and to me, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So I still have high hopes, and still, I mean, when did this say this movie was coming out? I mean, did it say?
I think it's October.
So, I mean, if they still wanted to, I mean, if they get so many backlash of the effects, they still have time to touch things up, go back and,
take out some mustaches.
Stuff like that. So, if they decided to do that. But other than that, I think this should be a pretty good movie. Cool. I hope so. All right, folks, that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. What did you think of Mowgli, trailer number 1? Leave your comments in the section below. Let us know whether you liked it or not, and what you're most looking forward to in this movie, what you're hoping to get out of it. I am more looking forward to exploring the identity crisis of Mowgli. That's the most thing I'm looking forward to. Also, if you like what you watch, then please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you can receive more of our various content in the future. Also, like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Stardust. The links are in the description below. And that's all we have for you today. I'm Josh Williams.
And I'm Ryan Murphy.
And thank you for keeping it real.
With ReelTime.